Cool. Right. What did we get up to last time?
Roundabouts.
We did a fair few roundabouts.
We did.
I'm pretty happy with the progress over the last little bit. Are you happy with the progress?
Yeah.
It's gone really well. Is there any bits that stick in your mind from last time?
Reversing and braking, and you're coming up to it.
The braking's the key, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Checking the left mirror as well.
Yeah, right, okay. At what point?
When you want to go left and see who's behind you.
Okay. Is it just generally that left mirror that you tend to forget a little bit, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Most people, if they're going to struggle with a mirror, it's usually that one. Do you think it's got anything to do with a little bit of a fear of taking your eyes off the road in front of you?
Probably.
People usually like that with it, in my opinion. So, might be the case. It seems quite a while since we've had a lesson. It's been over a week, isn't it?
I don't know. When did we last have a lesson?
Can't remember.
No, me either.
There you go. So, what we're going to do is let you decide as normal. What do you fancy doing today?
I have no idea.
No idea. Okay. How long's it been since we've done some reversing in a bay?
Don't think we've ever done it.
We've never done reversing in a bay. Didn't we do it just once?
I think we did outside Sainsbury's.
Reversing into a bay. Didn't we have a little go in the car park by the gym?
I don't know, did we?
Reversing into a bay, I think we did.
God.
I think we had a little go at reversing into it. Okay. It might be an idea to go back over that a little.
Yeah?
Yeah. I might be wrong. I might be losing my mind in these 3 months of doing nothing. Probably. But that might be a good shout, especially if... we've got your theory test coming up as well. Don't tell people the date. But you've got your theory test coming up if the DVSA don't cancel it because they are preparing for COVID-19. Sorry, bit of a rant there, but yeah, you've got your theory test coming up, so probably could do with cracking on with a few of these manoeuvres now as well. Is there anything in particular with your driving that you fancy doing today?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. It shows people how much planning goes into these lessons with both of us acting in that way. Absolutely nothing. We're absolutely winging it. Go on then. Get your car all started. All good. Are you ready to go?
Yeah. Can I just... because I feel like when I set it up...
Take it out of gear.
Take it out of gear.
Take it out of gear, because you always forget, then take your foot off the clutch and then it's going to launch forward.
I actually wasn't going to take my foot off the clutch.
But that's okay. If you're not ready, just take it out of gear.
I feel like I always set up my mirrors and I'm like slouched, and then I sit up and I'm like, that's quite like far like that.
Okay.
That's far again, sorry.
Don't worry, it's not a problem. Everyone's allowed to swear, but that's not the worst one in the world anyway. I can easily I'm gonna replace that with a cow sound.
I think them ones are okay. Yeah.
Alright, sound.
We're good to go.
But what sound do you want me to replace that with? That swear word, not fussed.
We'll do cow.
Cow would be good. Cool, go on then, off you go. Job. Keep your hands relaxed as much as you can today. Keep trying to get your eyes nice and far up the road. Keep trying to use your feet a little bit more. Yeah, all those things that we've said about. So, which mirrors are you going to be checking, and what will? Yeah, we're looking for both of them. Yeah, good. Well done. Nice job. Super duper. let's get going a little bit. There's a little bit of caution needed for this corner with this purpley car, but just try and remember, making progress when it's good is also important. Well done. Nothing wrong with that. Try not to stare at the cars. Look at the space that you got available. Do you need to steer more to the right? Is that now making you go nearer the central line? Yeah, I know you were getting around the little Ford here as well, but try not to stare at the cars. Try and look at the shape of the road. Have a little movement. It was pretty good. Well done. We're going to turn right at the top, please. Nice job. Foot's a bit late, isn't it?
Yes.
Go on, give it a squeeze. Good. Straight, please. Good. A little bit late for it. Do that before you get there. Think about what it's like before you get there, don't forget. But you got through it okay. That's sound. That's okay, buddy. Good. Nice job. What's your thoughts on this situation up at the lights? What's
Scary.
best to do?
Stop.
Where?
Just before.
Where? Yeah, space. Good. That's perfect. Why are you thinking about going further up, Erin?
I don't know.
What would that happen, or what would happen if you went further up and cars would come the other way?
Cause obstruction. Massively.
Wouldn't it?
Yes.
Just keep an eye on people behind.
Well, quiet.
Good. Because people may not look at anything apart from the back of our bumper and then look to go around you in that situation. So be ready for them. Yeah? Good. But they're the kind of situations that you got to think of your own accord now as well. You did well by holding back, but then you were
Gonna go.
gonna move it back up again. Yeah? Good. Anyone overtaking you?
No.
Yeah. Nice job. Try and relax that right hand
nice
and arm.
hand.
You can see it, can't you?
Yes.
Okay, no problems. How do you feel in the car today?
Okay, my arm hurts.
Your arm?
Yeah, then I was like doing
Left or right?
left.
Left. This left.
No, this left.
This left,
The
yes.
right left.
Okay. We'll turn left at the top, please. What have you been doing to make your arm hurt? Have you done some
I was
exercises?
I was changing the
Tell us in a second. Concentrate on what to do here. What's your thoughts with what you're seeing? What should you do? Steer first now then. Steer first now. Wrong time for the gear because you picked fourth there. Stop. 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 You're trying to change gear right at the time where you need to be steering. Handbrake on, swap your foot round. So you needed to prioritise getting round this bend and then choosing first, or do it beforehand. Round my left curb, round my left curb. Do we need to discuss that? Can you work out from what you've just done yourself how to do it better next time? Yeah? Okay. Go on. What were you saying about what were you doing?
Sounds very stupid. I was sorting out security tags and work yesterday, and when I was throwing them into the thingies, the right boxes, I hurt my arm.
Did you? You okay dealing with this?
Yeah.
That's fine. Try not to stare at the problem and make sure it's good for you to go, and don't just follow the car that you're following. Is it clear for you to go?
Yeah.
Anyone overtaking you?
No.
Good.
Oh wait, should I get round?
Second now. Too close. You have to relax that arm. Yeah? What were you waiting on the gear for?
To get round the obstruction first.
Why?
I don't know.
There's a lovely
Felt like the right thing to do.
There's a lovely little time outside of it that you can get that gear in, can't you? Yeah? Okay. Get to the traffic lights and do a right turn.
We're going to the gym.
I think so.
Right, that's fine.
So at the lights we'll turn right. Okay.
I shouldn't have done that then.
Yeah, it weren't too bad. What position? Are you following this one, or are you getting in your own good spot? That's better. Now get straight, look far, and make sure we're going straight. We don't want to head towards the line. We don't want to go away from it. That's better. All right, cool. Okay. Do you understand what I was talking about getting around the bin wagon there? Don't just follow the vehicle in front. Check for your own. Yeah, your own good. Make sure there's no one coming before you go out. If you use your gas more now, Erin, you'll get second gear and well before the corner. Gas more, second. Good. Did you understand? It seems sort of like illogical to think in that way, but if you squeeze your gas more, you'll get it up to the revs where it needs second sooner. Get it? Well done. So if we're heading towards the gym, what lane up here are we going to pick?
The middle.
No, the right. Who's to our right?
Nobody.
So if we're heading to the gym, you know where we're going a little bit further up. Therefore, what was your thoughts behind choosing the middle lane?
I don't know.
So you've got to think and plan a little bit more still, haven't you?
Yeah.
What pedal? Squeeze it more and you can get to second sooner. Squeeze this more and you can get to third sooner. You have to change your feet. You all right doing this right turn?
Yes.
Okay, super. Good. Try and stay straight. Try not to veer off to the left. A bit more attention to the road that you're going to rather than just staring at the bit in the middle. Yeah, I agree. When would you walk across? Would you walk before the bus?
No.
You easily could have walked across there.
If that bus sped up, that would hurt.
But look how long it's been since we said about it and the bus is only going past now. If you would walk across the road, you can drive. Which gap would you walk across?
After this van.
Super. All right. That just needed to be planned coming into it rather than getting here and then trying to decide. Go slower until it's passed. Good. Good. You okay with that?
Yeah.
Good. Well done. I'm going to take the road all the way to the end. Go down to the very end and turn right. How come you're going back into first, Erin?
Because we're going to do a sharp corner.
Where do you think you should have done that first gear?
At the corner.
It's not the gears. Yeah?
Taking them right.
A right turn, please. Do we need to signal to anyone at all?
No.
No one's around.
Oh.
Smoother. Good. We're going to take Good. The final road on the right. Then we can position, so we're going to reverse into one of the bays your side. So we're going to take this road, go around that white line, gas and bite, move your car, move your hands. Go slower, Erin. Erin, go slower. It's way too fast. Keep to this left side. Straighten up now. Straighten your wheels. You're going in. You're going in. Look up and move, and don't go towards the curb. That'll do nicely. Just go slower.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Secure your car. Relax. What's your thoughts?
Didn't get the best on the way here.
It was okay.
It wasn't the worst.
It was okay. It was okay. All right. The sort of like mindset about the gears is something that you got to try and get away from. It's not the gears that slow you down and do that stuff. It's the brake and the looking that does that, and that will then give you enough time to choose the appropriate gear. Have you understood what I was saying about squeezing your gas actually more gets you to that second gear speed sooner? Mm-hmm. You accelerate really slowly sometimes, and then it takes a longer distance
to get up to the
correct engine speed for that next gear.
Mm-hmm.
If you squeeze it more, it's going to be up there sooner in a shorter distance, therefore you can get the gear in snappier and earlier. All right, do you remember how to do this bay park at all?
Backwards. No.
Okay.
I really feel like we haven't done it.
I'm sure that we did when Jess was... No, haven't we done it? You know what? I don't think we have we?
I really don't think we have.
I'm thinking of someone else, because you and...
Ellen?
You and... It might have been Ellen. Yeah. I tell you what it was that made me think. You were sat in the car while I was teaching someone else.
Yeah.
That's what my mindset's saying. Sound. That's why I should have my app out and going through all the things we've done and haven't done. Let myself down, didn't I? Planning, yeah. Lack of. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Shows the lesson's absolutely winged. So, bay parking. What we're going to do then is just show you a quick little method to get into one of these bays, reverse bay parking. Now, we're going to reverse into one of these bays on your side. Can you think of any reason why we would pick one of them compared to one this side?
I actually couldn't tell you, no.
Okay.
Is it because...
Go on.
Is it because there's more chance that I could go further back that way rather than that way on my first time because of the curb there?
Actually not. It's the space away from the bays that I've positioned your car. Make sense?
Yeah.
So because we're further away, we've got more room to manoeuvre. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be getting to a certain point where I'm going to show you shortly, and then we're going to be steering full lock.
Okay.
If we steer full lock that way, or as much steer as the car can do, what's this front corner of the car going to do?
If we steer that way.
It's going to go which way?
That way.
It actually doesn't, it swings out.
Oh yeah, that side will go...
We want the bum to go over there, so the front's going to go out that way a little bit.
Okay.
How much do you think it will swing out in relation to where we are with these bays?
To the front of it?
About a metre, about a door's width. Okay. All right, so if you're ever reversing into a bay, you need to keep at least
a door width
that side. But we're trying to maximise our space. Okay, what we're actually going to do is just get you to a little turning point a little touch further up, and I'm going to show you where you can position your car to then start your turn. Let's have a little go forward. And what we're going to do, we're not going to get near this line where the tree is to our right. We're going to go to the next one.
Oh my goodness.
What's he doing? Just doing handbrake turns.
No being in. Wow. Swear word.
Wow. Yeah. What we're actually going to do, we're not going to use this line where the tree is to your right, we're going to use the next one in front.
Okay. Random question, I'm not going to do it. How do you make your wheel spin like that?
What he did was he put loads of right steer on and then loads of power. So it effectively, in a front wheel drive car, I won't bore you with it, it tries to push the car forward while it's turning, and the front wheels will just lose grip. Okay.
That's dangerous, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I'm not sure why anyone would think that that's cool or
in
the
a car park with no people.
correct thing to do. Anyway, people are bizarre. So going back to what we're saying about this bay park,
The line in front of the tree.
and what I'd like you to do, Erin, is look all the way out the side of the car, see where the red sign, Toby Carvery.
Yeah.
So you're going to be looking in that sort of direction, but when your shoulder is just behind that line that we've pointed out, I'd like you to stop. So if you look at that other line that's towards Toby Carvery, you see where the second tree is? Look at the red sign,
yeah.
correct, Toby Carvery. Do you see the second tree that's in between us and that sign?
Yeah.
Do you see the line that's just this side of that tree?
That's
The second tree, yes.
Yeah.
Do you see that line?
Yeah.
Is your shoulder just this side of it, just behind it?
No, I reckon it's parallel to it.
It's not parallel to it because it would look as though it would be going straight underneath your bum.
I think we're thinking about different lines.
No, we're not. All you're thinking is where your shoulder's pointing towards it, and this is the thing. That line, if you were above the top of it, it would seem to be coming right underneath your chair, and it's not. It's slightly in front of you.
Okay.
I'll show you with these two, all right? Move the car forward until you feel as though you're directly level with this second line that we've pointed out.
Okay.
Have a little go. Well done. Excellent. Just make sure you go nice and slow with your clutch control, heel to the floor, remember. Slow now, not all the way down. Okay, you staring at the line? Yes, you were. When are you level with that line? When's your shoulder level with the line? Okay, absolutely not. Put your handbrake on, I'm going to show you. Take it out of gear. It's because you stare at it, Erin. Knew you were going to do that, but look at the next line up the car park. You're level with that one.
Yeah.
But you're not level with the one that I told you to get level with. Do you understand where I'm coming from now? You're looking down and at it, and you're thinking, eye, shoulder, line.
Yeah.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking 90 degrees out the side of your shoulder, yeah? That's level with it, not eye line forward towards it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So budge us up a little bit until you're a little bit further forward. Go for it. Is that your neck or your shoulder?
Shoulder.
So look out to your right, there's nothing in front of you, go slow. Look out to your right. Slow. Brake stop. Yes, good. Well done, super. Secure your car. Relax. There you go. We're actually a little behind it, which is probably where we need to be with this car.
Makes sense now.
Does that make sense?
I was so in line with the other one.
I know you were. Okay, because you were looking at it rather than thinking on where your shoulder is
In relation.
with it.
Yes.
And that is a brilliant demonstration of one of the major mistakes that people make when lining themselves up. They look at the problem rather than where they are. So very well done for demonstrating that one for us. Do you understand it clearly now?
Yeah.
Brill. If we were to go really nice and slow at this point and steer full right lock after we just move slowly, we would head into the third bay back, which is the one where the lamppost is.
Okay.
All right with that?
Yeah, but we don't want to go into the one with the lamppost, do we?
Good. So we're going to reverse back until we're at the same position we are here, but with the next line. Therefore, we will go into the one past
Next
the
to it,
lamppost,
yeah.
next to it. Does that make sense?
The one with the butter one, yeah?
Can't see it, but yes, I can see it in your mirror. Just about, yes. Plastic white or plastic clear bottle.
Yeah.
Got it. Go on then. Reverse gear. Off you go. Nice. Well done. When it moves, clutch down, use your brake again, because we're rolling. You're looking forward, Erin. We're not reversing forwards. Yeah?
Okay.
We're reversing backwards and going backwards. So look around the car. Good. And look behind you over your left shoulder, my one, nearest me. Look out the back, out there. Good. Lessen the brake. It will roll. Have a look back at your line. Are we near it yet? Just past the tree. Stop. It was too fast, wasn't it?
Yes.
You can't just let go of the pedal.
Okay.
You've got to adjust it tiny little amounts. Luckily enough, we're near enough to where we need to be. We're just a little behind the line, aren't we? Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So what we're going to do, we're going to check around the car, move slowly, and then steer full lock. Which way? Good. As quickly as we can. And then I'm going to explain the rest of it.
My foot's still on the brake.
Good, it should be, else we'll roll. Make sense?
Yeah.
So, check around the car. Lessen the foot brake as soon as you feel us move. We're steering that way, full lock. So lessen your foot brake. There's the movement. Good, move and steer. Move, because you dry steered a little bit there. Now, keep checking around your car. Do you need the bite or is it just rolling?
Just rolling.
Clutch down then. Control that roll. Keep watching around your car. Is anyone coming? It's a little fast. Keep rolling though. Okay, keep moving. Now it's gas and bite again because we've gone from downhill to uphill. Good. Stop us just a second. Did ever so well. Good. Put your handbrake on but leave the clutch to the floor, which is your left foot. Quick look at this.
So now we need to...
Not yet.
Not yet, but in a minute we're going to have to straighten up. But straighten up, not going too far that way.
But not to there, like you've just pointed.
It would be...
No.
Okay.
No. Forget that mindset. Okay, I'm trying to correct your mindset.
Take my foot off the brake?
Off the brake, yes, not off the clutch because we're in gear. So as you can see, turning at that point we turned at, we head nearabouts.
Perfect.
To where you want to go. That turning point that we used there, it was a little behind where it needed to be, but because you dry steered when the car didn't move, it effectively turned sharper. So normally we'll turn a little bit earlier, so we're just behind the line, not probably that much behind the line, and then we'll move and steer. But we have to be consistent with where we turn. Pretty good. So we're heading towards this third bay. You can see with the bottle in it. Really good. What I'd like you to do is look in both side mirrors. Can you see the side of the car in between both of those lines yet? Therefore, we continue. Check around your car. Good. Gas and a little bit of bite. And go slow. Remember, we're not looking forward, behind us, and in your right and left mirrors as we come back. So as we move slowly, you've got to try and get the side of your car in between both of these lines. It's not there yet, is it? So just keep moving. And as soon as it is, we're going to move the car slowly and steer back towards me and straighten up. Keep looking at both. A little look behind us again. No one out the back, behind, over my shoulder? That way? No, we all good? Mm-hmm. Good, keep moving then and keep assessing both mirrors. Not on the floor, Erin. Sit back and look into the distance. Both mirrors, the side of your car has got to be inside both of those lines. It's not yet, is it? As soon as you see this side come in, straighten up. It's not in yet. The back door handle. Look at the back of the car. The back shoulders of it. Keep moving your car. As soon as you think it's in, start steering. Move your car and steer. You're looking forward and stopping steering. Stop.
It's going all so well.
Secure your car. Out of gear. Relax. Shame, because we've spent a fair bit of time doing that as well, haven't we? Working out what to do, reversing. You can relax your feet because you're out of gear. Okay. But let's have a little think of the start process. We're going to put this...
It was going well.
It was going well. Okay, it was just the straightening up. What did you do?
Looked forward.
You looked forward.
And we're going backwards.
And what did you do with your hands?
Let go, basically.
You didn't. You stopped steering. You just held.
Oh.
You were trying to worry, well, you're not trying to worry, you were worrying about where the front was pointing rather than which way the back is going. Okay, so as we were coming round, the back was heading over this side, therefore you needed to steer that way. That was it. And you can see a perfect example here why people get confused looking forward. If you look forward and look at that bay in front, which way does it seem as though we need to steer to get us straight? Correct.
But we need to go that way.
Correct. And that's it. That's why people get messed up. However, we're going to put the car back into a position where it was so you can have another go at straightening up properly.
Okay.
All right, so press the clutch down, put us into first gear, and then have a little check around the car, and we're going to move slowly and then put the rest.
Right, because we're going downhill, we're not going to need much.
Not much bite, just you control it. So a little bit of gas and bite, and just leave your steering wheel as it is for now. Just leave it as it is. No, hold it and don't let it move. Just move your car, because we're heading towards that side, which is fine. Just leave it. Go slow. Go slow. Keep moving. 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 Stop again. Brake and stop. Reverse gear. Leave the handbrake. Well done. Check around your car once again. And now we're back to this same scenario.
So I'm going to need gas and bike because we're going uphill.
Correct. And look at this rear shoulder of our car, or the rear door handle. It's not inside that line yet.
You don't need a lot though.
No, but as soon as it does, start moving your hands and keep moving them until you see it straighten. Try not to hold the wheel. Try not to look forward. They're the two things that messed up last time.
Okay.
Let's have a little check around the car first. Anyone around?
No.
No? Okay, all good. Go on then, move your car. Good with your feet. The rear door handle is where your eyes should lift to. As soon as you see that fall inside that line, start your hands working back to me and keep them moving until it straightens. Keep them moving. Done. You've done too much.
Okay.
Move your car and have a look at the movement of it. Look as you move which way it heads towards. Which way is it heading towards? That way, so steer the other way a bit. That's better. Now, stop second. Much better. Secure your car again. Out of gear. Relax. Relax your feet. So, what have you just worked out from that straightening up?
Don't look forward.
Absolutely. The other thing that I had to sort of like pull the reins back with you there is that you just went. You didn't actually look to see how much steering you required and how much you needed. You actually did too much in the end.
Okay.
All right. So you have to work out actually when it straightens up by whether it moves towards one side or the other.
Okay.
That was good. So if you think about it, the first turning point, we know about a shoulder just behind the line.
Behind the line, then you do a full lock.
Just move a little, do your full lock, takes you into that third bay back. You wait till the opposite line comes back into view. So if you're reversing this way, it's going to be that one. If you were reversing this way, it would be that one. And then you move and straighten. And now we're nearly done. All we've got to do is try and equalise the gaps either side of a car. So forget this screen for now. Sit normally as well and look at the back of the car near where the rear door handle's positioned, because you're doing this, Erin. Watch. You're looking in this right mirror and lifting your chin up and leaning across, which says to me that you're looking on the floor. Sit normally, glance at your right mirror, look at the space between your car and the line. Glance at this, which one's bigger? So which way does the car need to go? Sound. You're going to move your car first and see what's happening to it, but we're trying to equalise these gaps, and then when we do, we straighten the wheels and stop it moving.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
All right, let's have a little go. Clutch down, reverse. Nice job, well done. So remember, the first stage is to move a little and see which way the car is actually moving, not forward. Side mirrors, both of them. Move the car a little and see which way it's going. It's going your side, isn't it? So do you want, keep it moving. When the gaps are about equal, I want you to steer back and just straighten up. Keep moving your car slowly. When are they equal?
Now.
Straighten your wheels. You haven't moved your hands. You've looked forward and stopped. Put your handbrake on, Erin. Out of gear. That is what you've got to get away from.
Okay.
Yeah? You're looking that way to try and work out which way it's moving. That reinforces all the stuff that we've said about that your natural mindset is, where are we pointing? Where are we pointing? It's not about pointing, it's about movement. So we were moving that way, so therefore you need to
Move that way.
straighten that way. And was it moving that way a lot? No. So how much steering do you think you're going to have to do to straighten?
A little bit.
So if you need to move your steering wheel this way a little bit, where do you think straight's going to be? Have a look at it.
That way.
It's just that bit there, and then you're done. Does that make sense? All right, good. And when we've done that, we're going to look over your right shoulder at this the line, reversing back to it to get it in between the lines and all the way back to the back of the bay. Does that make sense? Have a go. So, good. Reverse gear. Nice job. On a little bit of a hill as well. So remember, we're about equal with our gaps. All you've got to do is when you move is just straighten that wheel and look over your right shoulder. Move your car first, look over your right shoulder now, creep it back until you think you're close enough to that line. That'll do, stop. Secure it. You were starting to lean up to see more and more and more and more of it. Sit normally, get your focal point, get your fix, and then stop where you need to. However, well done, you've got it in the bay.
Eventually.
Okay. Were you expecting to do it first time perfectly?
No.
So therefore, let's have a little bit of perspective
Yeah.
on what you have just done.
We did it.
Yes, you've done it. Is the shuffle forward a problem if we have to ever shuffle forward out of the bay?
No.
No. Do you think everyone gets a bay park perfectly first time every time?
No.
No. Would there be any danger in shuffling forward?
No. Unless there was an obstruction.
Would you carry on if that was the case then? So what you did there was great. It was really good. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It works both ways. It works both to the left and to the right. The size of car that you are driving determines where you turn as well. A bigger car, would you say it would turn sharper or take longer to turn than a smaller car?
Longer.
Okay, so your turning point would generally have to be a little earlier,
Yeah.
sooner.
Yeah.
What if you were driving a tiny, small little car? Well, it would turn sharper, so you would probably turn a little later.
Yeah. Like if I was driving Jess's car compared to yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
However, it doesn't always work like that. The white Toyota Yaris, the one Jacob uses,
Yeah.
yeah, that actually you would think, because it's a smaller car, would turn quite sharp. It doesn't.
Is it to do with the engine?
No, it's just some manufacturers make certain cars that turn sharper than others.
Is that lorry in that place?
I think it is doing something, yeah, it's the indoor horse arena. So it's probably flattening all the sand or whatever the horses go on, that's all. Okay. Does that make sense to you about the car?
Yeah.
What we've got here is a slightly bigger car than average. So we've turned, or we should have turned, nearer the centre, or nearer that line than probably the average car. If you were getting in the Golf or the Audi, they're sort of like middle of the road cars, aren't they?
Yeah.
Size wise. So about a foot or so behind the line is usually where you need. Because this car's a little bigger than that, we're a little closer than a foot behind the line. Remember, I've said to you, your shoulder should be just behind. Move the car, steer your full lock. Good job, well done. We're actually going to have a go at reversing into one of these now, but from this way. So we're going to go head out there. What side of the road section would give you more room to get into one of them?
This one.
Therefore, we're going to steer, lock quite soon and head to this side of the road section. There's no one about, there's no one coming, totally safe doing it.
Totally safe.
All right,
Okay.
any questions before we have another go?
Let's crack on. We're going to go into the one with the water bottle again.
If you wish, yeah. Chasing the water bottle, nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Oh. I hate them birds. Did it again. So steer a little bit then full lock, yeah? No, let's drive a little bit then full lock.
Have a look how much by looking out to the right. There's no reason to be looking in front. So you need to go around these lines, don't you? Good. That's excellent. Go slower if you need to. Dip the clutch down a little bit if you need to. Go slow. And now your eyes should be up at the prem you're in.
Yeah.
Get straight so the car doesn't move one way or the other. Stop gently. Done. Learn to be quicker with your feet so it doesn't have that up and then down again. All right? Secure your car up. Get into a habit of doing that yourself, because I still have to tell you to do that. To then wait, secure your car.
Oh.
To then wait for the next instructions. Try and take a few more of these things off us as well.
Okay.
Now, what we did last time, we used our right shoulder 90 degrees. This time it's your left shoulder 90 degrees. Look at where you are in relation to that curb. We're a little bit more than just a bit behind it, aren't we?
Yeah, we're like, I would say it's in relation to my knees.
Correct. This would be approximately where you'd turn in the Golf.
Okay.
Jess's car, you'd be
Further
back, but this we need to be a little touch further forward. And did
Okay.
you say you wanted to go into the one where the bottle is?
It seems like the...
The bottle's moved.
I would just go into any of them then.
No, I'd like you to get to the line that you want to take you to the bay that you would like to go to.
With the grid in it, the blue line with the...
Okay, therefore, where are we going to go? Are we going to go forward to the curb, or are we going to go reverse back to this one?
Would you reverse back to that one?
No, because that would then take you to the third bay back.
Oh.
If you want to go to the one with the grid in it, you have to turn at the curb
Okay. So we need to go a bit farther forward.
a little bit further. All right. Well done. Good. And go slow. You don't need to look there. Eyes up. Just move slowly. Just behind. Stop. You're not quick enough with your feet and a little bit heavy with them, aren't you? Do you understand? You gotta have a little bit more subtlety and a little bit more speed.
Yes.
But pretty good. Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
If you lean forward
I'd
a
say
bit,
I'm a little bit closer to the bin. I'd say we're a little bit too far forward now.
do you think?
I would...
Have you got to get your eye line directly over the top of the curb? Have you got to lean forward?
No.
So, is the curb directly here then, or is it a bit further forward on
Where
my
that finger is.
sound? So that's in front of your shoulder.
Yeah.
Your shoulder's here, so that says your shoulder is behind the line.
Yeah.
If you look 90 degrees outside of your shoulder, you're level with the grid,
Yeah.
which is behind the curb.
Yeah.
So you still look at it rather than think on where you need to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good. If you look at it, it also would. I know you might get a little point on the window, and this is what some driving instructors teach. But it doesn't work, because if you get a point on the window, it's determined by how far you are away from the bays that you're reversing to. If you're further away, the point that you see on the window will be in a different spot.
That makes sense.
My way of doing it, about getting your shoulder just behind the line,
Your shoulder's always going to be in the same place.
it doesn't matter where you're positioned.
Mm-hmm.
So it's another one of the technical sort of like details that you eliminate in doing it in this way that we're talking about and where we're showing you.
Okay.
Make sense? You ready to go?
Yes.
Which way are you going to steer?
Full lock that way.
Perfect. Get the car into reverse.
We can do this. I can do this.
Well done. If it goes wrong, it's we. If we do it well, it's you. Yeah?
Yeah.
Like it. Excellent. Now, do you remember how to take the handbrake off so it doesn't surge away? Just press your brake pedal. Give it a squeeze. Now take your handbrake off. That's on. Up is on, isn't it?
Yes, so.
Now you're in control of the roll with the foot brake, but we
Okay.
don't want to roll much before we steer, remember, so
No.
check it's
And we're going that way.
check it's good first, yeah. Remember, move the car a tiny little bit and then steer all of that full lock. Steer, full. Move the car and steer, move your foot and steer. There you go, there's the full lock. In the meantime, move and keep making sure no one's going to come into our little bubble around us. You can move though, Erin.
can move.
You can move, can't you? How are you going to move? If you're not going to move, what do you do with your feet? You got to change your feet, and you don't have to pull that creature comforts face. Now clutch down and let it roll with the brake. Keep rolling though, try not to stop it. Keep the clutch down and just use the brake. Now, is there anyone around? Is anyone behind us? If it stops, let go of the brake a little.
There's no one behind us.
Hold on. So this time we're looking for this line to come back, aren't we?
Yeah.
Keep looking at both and keep moving. Is it clear behind us still? No one out this shoulder? No? Okay, now, take your time. Are we comfortably going round this line? Keep
Yes.
moving. So that's okay. So we're now waiting for this one. And what are you going to do the moment that the rear door handle comes in that line?
Am I going to straighten up?
Good, keep moving, because the back of the car is heading my side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you understand the movement? It's coming my side, therefore the moment that you see the rear door handle pop in that line, you're steering your way until it straightens. You might need a little bit of gas and bite. Well done, you're sussing it. Excellent job, Erin. The moment you see the rear door handle pop in that line, start moving your hands when you need to. Yeah, keep moving them, Nan. Keep moving them. Keep moving your hands. You're not. Keep moving them. Keep moving your hands. Now stop. You don't. You just hold.
I didn't move it. I don't get what I did there.
Do you understand?
Yes, I
You just
understand.
hold and you look at the line rather than correcting that movement.
I know what I did there.
That's okay.
I underestimated how much I needed to steer.
You can't underestimate. You just have to wing it and move your hands to suit. Okay? You can't look at where you point. Now, gaps either side, not forward, Erin, because that
There's
one.
more space on my
Which side?
than
Therefore,
your
which side would you like to go? Therefore, you steer that way. Do you notice before we go as well, Erin, that these bays in front of us are not lined up?
No.
Therefore, it's
Don't
a
look at
massive mistake when people look forward when they want to get into the bay that we're going to. Little check around, and then just try and equalise those spaces either side of our car by your steering. So move slowly, move your hands as soon as you move. Look at both, compare both, try and get the gaps exactly equal, and when they are, steer it back and straighten. Keep moving your car. When are they exactly equal?
No.
Straighten up. Straighten your wheels. No, you just did that way. There it is. So it has to be back, doesn't it?
Yes.
Good. Look out the right shoulder now, and now it's the curb that you're reversing back to. Good. Pretty good job. Nice work. Remember, don't reach for this curb. Just sit where you need to and stop when you think that you're far enough back to it. Pretty good. And look how good you were with it also. Excellent for securing your car. Well done, Erin.
That one went a lot better. I just messed up. I know what I did wrong as well.
What did you do wrong?
Because I was thinking that everyone's going to be the same, which I know I shouldn't. And I was like, I did it so that the wheel was straight, but then obviously there needed to be another one. Does that make sense to you? Because last time when I did it, I only needed to move the wheel a little bit.
But that was moving more, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Therefore,
yeah,
you need to
don't treat everyone
steer
like
more.
it's the same. Yeah.
There you go. So each time that you do it, you just got to move and wing it. That was good though. Should we have one more go before we head back?
Yeah.
I think that was good. All right.
Where should we go?
Your call.
Should we go up there where we just came from and then go back into one of these ones?
If you wish, yeah. Go for it.
I'm going to try and do it myself.
Okay. I like that.
Right.
But don't worry if I need help. I don't expect you to do it perfectly yet. It's not there. It's not there. Remember, go slower. Gives you more time. Go slower. Go slower. Going slower allows you to leave it. It's not in straight yet. And then straighten quickly there. Good. Well done. Excellent. Foot brake to stop though, not your hands. Your feet have to be a little sharper, don't they?
Right, I need to move up a bit.
Up a bit?
Yeah.
Fancy going into the one with the lamppost then?
No.
Okay, so what do you think would be a better decision?
Going forward a bit.
To go into the one with the tree in? You can do if you wish. Which bay would you like to go into?
The one we went into last time.
Which is...
The one after the lamppost.
Okay, therefore which line do you turn at?
Isn't it this one?
No. It's the third bay back. So if you look at the line where the tree is over your right shoulder,
Yeah.
that's the line that we're reversing
With.
from
Okay,
and
so
with.
I need to be.
So if you count the bays after that line, one, two,
then I'm going to go into the third one.
which is where you would like to go.
Yeah. So
Does that make sense to you?
Yes. So I need to be in line with that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
Cool. How do you take the handbrake off?
With my foot pressed on it, then down.
Go on then. Because we're downhill, it allows you to just control it a little better, doesn't it? Are you level with it or just behind it? Why? How come you're putting the handbrake back on, Erin? How come you're taking it out of gear as well? Think what you're trying to do. Take your handbrake off again. Is your shoulder just behind that line?
Just in front.
Therefore, it's not quite ready yet anyway, is it?
No.
Take your handbrake off again. That's on.
On.
Check before you go, because you've had a few little moments. And the moment you feel as though your shoulder's behind, just steer. Yes. Yes. Excellent. In the meantime, go on, how much of this are you going to do? Do you know what you're going to be doing next?
Yes, this one.
Try not to stare at the lines. We're a little bit away from them yet, aren't we? So what could you spend your time doing?
I don't know.
Checking. Looking round rather than staring at the floor and at the lines. Not over your right shoulder. No? Well done. Are we near where we need to straighten yet?
Nope.
So what are you looking for? Which line are you going to wait to come back? Yes, good. Yes, good. It's got to be this one. Last little check around just to make sure it's all clear everywhere. No one behind us?
No.
Okay. And what are you going to do with your hands this time?
Steer.
Good. So go slow, and when you need to, you make sure you keep steering and keep moving your hands until you're done. You're not keeping doing them until you're done. Now you have. Now, what are the gaps like, Erin?
They're pretty equal.
Are they going toward... Keep moving. Are they going towards one side or the other?
My side too.
Wait there. You're not quite listening. Is the car going towards one side or the other as you move? Move your car first. You've got to do it moving.
Okay.
You can't stop and then work out which way it's going. It's not where it points. Move it and compare the gaps. Is one gap getting bigger, one gap getting smaller?
My gap's getting smaller.
So go this side a little bit then. Is that better?
Yeah.
How far back now? Cool.
Oh my, really far out.
Why do you think you thought you could go a little touch further back, didn't you?
Yeah.
So go on then, finish it off. Well done. Look over your shoulder, not in your mirrors. Look at the thing that you're trying to reverse to. Stop. That's as close as you can ever get to it. You're looking in your mirror, you see. And where have we said for you to be looking?
Over my shoulder.
Have a look over your shoulder. You've got to lean up to see it. What does that say to you?
Stop.
Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So you've got to get these consistencies. If you've got a reference point for something, you've got to get some consistency with your seating position to therefore make the reference point work.
Okay.
However, pretty good job. We're still not overhanging it. You could always use that a little bit if needed. All right. What did you learn from that attempt?
Still steering in it.
A little bit. I thought you were better with your straightening though. All right. The key is moving and seeing what's going on to do your steering to suit, isn't it? Yeah. I think when we were doing a forward bay in the car park near the cinema, I worked you quite hard to get that mindset in, and
Yeah.
it's not natural, but it's a lot better than it was as well. So well done. So that's bay parking.
Okay. That time as well, I didn't look forward.
Makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it sounds as though I'm just moaning all the time. I am, but there's reasons for it. That was good. Any questions before? Because we're going to leave that for today.
Yes.
Have you got any questions before we leave?
Can we do it again next time?
Do you think you'd like to have another little go at that
Or
next
just
time?
like do like we did last and do like half of it, just a couple more attempts.
I'm all right with that. Okay. But what I need you to do is go and study that and go and watch one of the vids and make sure you understand how it works. So we don't have to then re-go over it. I don't mind if I have to, but remember, we're trying to get you closer to that end result.
Yes.
All right. Do you feel as though you can drive back to ours independently?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Every time can you hear my shoulder
Yep.
click every time?
Certainly can.
Double check.
Well done with that though, Erin. Really happy with how you got on with that. Which side of the road should you really be on?
This one?
Nope. We're on the wrong side.
Oh,
On the
wait.
wrong. Yeah, which side of the
Even
road do we drive on?
Wait, sorry, I'm going to stop it for a minute. Even though there's an arrow coming down,
It's not an arrow.
We should
Take it out of gear. It's not an arrow. What is it?
It's a giveaway line. Oh God, funny. It's alright, we'll fix this.
Got it?
Yep.
Didn't really matter. There's no one around.
I know, but if there was people, they'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, sorry, right, we're gonna go for it.
Is anyone coming?
No.
So it's no issue, is it? So go on. There we go. Try not to stare at one thing.
We did it in the end.
Yes. Okay, nice job. Thought that speed was suitable for what you could see out of that junction. Well done. Were you ready to slow if needed?
Yes.
Good.
I don't fancy that car park when it's dead busy. Like when you took that girl in it, I would have had a meltdown.
Try not to stare at the floor, Erin. Who's coming from the left?
Nobody.
Who's coming from the right?
Nobody.
You still waste so much time looking at the floor. Okay. Cool. Do we need to tell anyone?
Yeah.
Come on, concentrate. Yeah, I was a bit of a get teaching. I know who it was as well.
I would call her Ellen. That's okay.
Call it Ellen. I can't believe it. I don't even know where that came from. Anyway, thought that was quite amusing. But yeah, I was quite cruel taking her in there with all those
Got to be
cars.
cruel to be kind.
Sometimes you have to. But that was a nice attempt with that today.
Was that her first time doing it?
That was her first time doing it as well.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, get pressing the gas quicker and more, and you can get second now. Get second now. Better.
Is this bus lane in use? No.
Read the signs, not the floor. Does that make sense to you about the feet, about using it more as well? Yeah, I know you were just in agreement with the bus lane there, which is good. That was fine.
Oh, sorry.
No, why were you sorry? Could you have stopped before that line?
No, so
Therefore?
it wasn't safe to do so.
No, it wasn't, and I don't think you were aware of the white one behind us either, were you?
No, I just panicked.
You can't. You've got a plan. You haven't braked whatsoever. You're just going for the gear. Is second gear going to work? Bring the clutch back up. Idle speed's good. Try not to press the brake. Just look far and work your hands, and it will just carry on at this speed until you do something with it. There you go. That's good. Well done.
Okay.
But you're still a little bit obsessed just with the gears, though, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. And you have to change your feet to sort the car's speed, rather than just going for your hands and gears. Think this guy's any issue?
No.
Not now, is he? He's all right, isn't he? Thanks, buddy.
Probably heard from the last guy I tried to kill.
Yep. Our reputation precedes us, Erin. Okay. Do you remember doing the next right turn that we did, idle speed. If you feel as though idle speed's too fast, what do? Well, you
Brake.
you use the clutch, and then you go gas and bite again, don't you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But don't just brake. It can only go at idle speed. It doesn't want to go slower than idle speed. Remember that as you do this next road on the right, please.
So you want me to press the clutch now?
I don't know. I'd like you to assess the speed of your car and the sound of it and the feel of it yourself. How far from this one? Good. Well done. So, are we going to go slower than idle? Yes.
So
Gently
clutch
brake, clutch down. It will still go in second. Gas and hold the bite and go slow. Look far and move your hands all the time until you've fixed it. What a good corner. Well done, you. Feel a bit better with that? Nice job. Well done for pressing your foot more. Top drawer. I think that's been pretty successful, that, today.
Happy with that.
Good, you should. Now, from here to ours isn't very far. Get your concentration head on you, yeah? Don't let your mind wander onto what you're going to have for dinner or something like that, yeah? Okay, good job.
I think that's why I want to be a teacher. They've got the same mental capacity as me.
You're all right, you, Erin. It's just something that you're not used to doing, and you've just got to learn a few new skills and different things, that's all. But well done. Really pleased with that today.
I'm guessing this white line is the furthest I can stop.
See. I agree with first gear. I don't think we'll be that long. We haven't had any camera problems today either.
Result.
For a different one.
Maybe because of the weather as well. It's not as hot as it
You're right.
usually
Yeah,
is.
that has a massive effect on the cameras. It certainly does.
You know, my sister kind of scared me about Reverse Bay Parking, but it's actually not that bad.
No. Do you notice as well, because we have built your skills, then when we're coming to manoeuvring, it's not as bad, is it?
Yeah. I mean, I still feel like I need to go over it, like.
Absolutely,
mostly, but-
absolutely. But you know, some people will take lessons and lessons and lessons to do what you've done there. So full credit to you. And that really, I'll let you deal with this. Remember, if you press your pedal quicker and more, it'll get to second now, and you're done. Nice, good. And you can settle, can't you? Remember, this young lad who you tried to run over the other day knows we're coming, so give him a bit of space. So yeah, a lot of people push onto manoeuvres way too soon.
Yeah, he's okay, thank you. He's a nice guy.
What's the space like though, Erin?
It's shareable, so speed up a little bit. So
I wouldn't say speed up a little bit.
just showed
but
my intention.
yes, good. Nothing wrong with that. Thank you so much. Nice job. So yeah, you've done it quickly and well because you're ready to do it. Nicely done for taking that off. Feel okay dealing with idle speed or not?
No.
No, you don't. All right. Cover the brake. Use it lightly. Get it to idle and then off it. If there's any further problems, look far. Cover the brake. Look far. If there's any further problems, press your brake. Press the clutch. There's not, so press the gas. Getting better. Try and remember, it's the curve of the road, not what we're steering away from. So you got to get around this line, this curb. So around, now follow it. You still, eyes are down. You were late doing your steering because they were on the floor there. Come on, Erin, look further. Yeah? How is this next situation dangerous? You were going towards the curb. Look far. Distance the white one as well. Good. Look at more things rather than just one. That was good. Nice position in the end. How are you going to deal with this? Will we be lower than idle?
No.
Our side of the road? Yes, we will. You can't see enough. You're staring at the floor. You're staring right in front. Good. Now what should we do?
Gas
Very
ahead.
slow with your feet because we're in second. You still waste too much time looking at that front. No, it doesn't need first. It was fine in second. Come on. Yeah? There you go. It didn't need that gear. You got to use your ears. All right. Concentrate and look far and think on where's the best place to position
Oh my goodness.
the car. Just leave it to that side, I think. So, clutch down and roll the rest away. You're still too harsh with your feet. You just jump on the brakes. Creep. I think that's good. Good. Secure your car. Relax. Turn your car off. Well done. Pretty good. Last couple of minutes. Think about what we said about even the last D-junction that we did there in the estate. Yeah, you had no idea about how much you could see, and you thought you were going to be fine idling round in second. You can't make that decision unless you're looking right and left.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Still need to do a little bit of work with the gears, don't we? Still got to tweak little bits about how they work and not to go for them, use the brakes.
Yes.
But that's the only real negative from today. I thought today was very good. How do you feel about the whole lot? How do you,
Quite positive. I do
positive?
agree about the gears though.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is that something maybe we go off and deal with a little bit next time, as well as practicing maybe a little bit of a bay park again?
Yeah.
Okay, so am I okay leaving with you a little bit of study in between now and next time?
Send me the videos.
Send you the video, okay, will do. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to fill in the app so we know what we're doing next time. And then you can scan it and you can read over certain bits. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that you think you need explaining today?
No.
No?
No.
It's another stepping stone that today. We've done forward bay. We've done reverse bay now. We have parked next to a curb on the right as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
And done a little bit of reversing in a straight line. I think we did do that once, didn't we?
I think we were in the industrial estate.
We were, yeah. Okay. However, that's 3 of the 4 exercises done. There's only parallel parking. Okay. So for now, we're going to leave that. We're going to concentrate on the ones that we're dealing with. Yeah. But we've nearly covered all of the syllabus, which is it's just putting it into practice. Okay. Do you feel as though it's gone in a little bit better today about moving and steering and watching the car's movement rather than stopping and looking forward with that bay park? Excellent. Yeah. You did a real good job with that today. Well done. Give yourself a clap.
Thank you.
We're done.
Thank you.
Cheers, Erin. Excellent.